He on stage tonight with them, right?
Yeah, he shook us. I done told y'all he was a guest, but y'all wanted to make him whatever.
That he was a what? No, I'm saying, was he on? Weren't they performing tonight?
Doing something.
He's just coming to the games. Jeff Arnold. All right, so it's a nice watch. Did you buy that yourself? You like watches? Some people are really into watches. I got a friend that paid $5,000 for a watch. Okay, we're on? Oh, we're on. All right. Your hat is throwing me. It's pretty cool. Old school hat. Most women, when they wear hats like that, they say their hair is not done.
It's an Apple hat.
It's an Apple hat.
Well, a paperboy hat.
I think you have to be a certain height to wear that hat.
You think?
Either tall or short. You can't be in the middle. Certain people. Okay, we're on. All right, we're on. Hey, welcome back. I'm Louis Sticks.
Dannon Green.
Teeter.
What's the name of the show?
Tighten up your belts in a man's world.
Empty Seat. Jeff the Thespian, stage manager.
He forever late.
Always. You know. I had the pleasure of working with him this weekend, though. That was interesting.
I heard.
He was a stage manager at the Image Awards.
Okay.
57th.
Just get to the Michael B. Jordan part.
Since we told the story already? Yeah, that's what the note says. She hasn't texted us yet. But okay, so you asked me who I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And I told you Michael B. Jordan. I am a true fan. Well, I've always been a fan. I hope he wins the Oscar.
Absolutely.
But they say that other guy might win it. So just the way he made everyone feel, just from afar. Just the way he just treated everyone like they were important.
Yeah.
And his lovely mother was there. And some guy was saying hi to him. They kneeled down and he tried to talk to his mother. I was like, man, get out of here. Leave his mother.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
a father. You know. The guy, Miles Canton, who was in Sinners, he won. Very talented young guy.
Yeah.
He had his brother with him. He's got cornrows now. And the entire cast of Sisters, Tyler Perry's sisters.
Was there.
That's how they announced it. Tyler Perry's sisters.
Sisters,
Tyler Perry's smart. They were there. They were some thick girls. A lot of Spanx in that room. A lot of Spanx in that room.
Now, where was it held?
At the Pasadena Civic Center.
Downtown Pasadena.
And then the after party was downtown in live L.A. Live.
L.A. Live.
Saw Don Lemon with his husband.
Okay.
I asked him when he was walking across stage, where's the dog? Because he always had a dog in the picture. But he's lost a lot of weight. Looks good. Looks happy. I told him Pasadena police is looking for him.
Hilarious.
Busta Rhymes performed. And my question was, I wanted to know how much he got paid for that. He did like 7 songs.
Okay.
But I saw Mario Van Peebles was at the after party.
Nice.
Looks incredible. He's 69 years old.
Yeah.
Looks incredible. And it was funny because it was a lot of, I don't know how to say this without getting in trouble. I guess I could say it, but it was a lot of gay men there. And how do I know that?
You were there. Takes one to know one, right, Danny?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's a good point. I take that.
No, because the last time you was out, you had a leather jacket on, and the guy complimented you on your leather jacket, and then y'all got to know each other.
And I got to know a few guys that were at the stoplight with me walking towards the party.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them. And Daniel P. is his name.
Okay.
And his group. And they were very, and we were talking at the party about Mario Van Peebles.
Okay.
Like how cute he looked and all that. Because the couple of gay people that were at the show, I said, oh, you just so cute. That's my way of going at them, saying, hey, you cute. And then they'll snap or do something. and my man, what's his name? The guy that everyone loves, he's the gay guy. Dominic is his last name. He's in everything. He was in that movie.
Is he in your phone?
No.
Why you open it?
But he was, because I was going to try to find a picture of him. But he had a mustard outfit on, a long coat, mustard pants, all mustard shoes. And then he took his jacket off. He was sleeveless. So I was like, oh, you look too cute. And then Roland Martin had an all mustard thing on. I was like, Roland, you need to go back up to your car and take yours off because yours lost.
Yeah,
You
okay.
had the same outfit on. But
So you worked the room.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun.
yeah.
And shout out to DJ Count.
DJ Count.
He stepped in. My normal DJ wasn't available. So DJ Count stepped in and helped the room stay.
Now, were they drinking doing your
No, I'm sure some people, like I said, some of y'all got your drinks in your purse.
Well, I'm saying in the foyer, did they have?
Yeah, they did. They were selling alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, they were selling it.
Yeah.
Oh, so the budget is low this year. Then.
Yeah, they were selling. Oh, the free drinks were at the after party.
Okay.
The food and everything was at
Right.
the after party. So they had some really good bass fish. That was good.
Appetizers or the dinner?
It wasn't a dinner. You put it on your plate. You go back as much as you want. It was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a lot. So it was a lot of fun. And congratulations to all the winners. And I try to get on camera a lot by helping the women up the steps. Yeah. That's my go-to. Helping up the steps.
How long was the taping?
Hour and a half. 90 minutes. Salt and Pepper won. Got an award. Inducted. They were great. Okay, so just before we start, we're gonna let you know what our topic is today, and our topic, of course, is dating, first dates, expectations, red flags, chemistry, who pays on first date locations, first date red flags. I haven't been on the first date in a long time. Have you?
No, I haven't. I haven't had a date in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I haven't asked.
No, you haven't either.
No.
Yeah, so we're kind of like, homie, I don't know if he's been on a date. But for those of you out there, if you've been on a first date and you think about it and give us a call, let us know if you paid, what you thought about it, if there was a second date, a third date, who paid, where did you go? I went on a date last night at El Cholo's, Code 3 and I. It was fun.
El Cholo's is high for no reason now.
I know, it's so expensive, and you
Everything
get
is
less
high.
food.
Yeah.
Everything is
I
high.
like the
Did you
fajitas.
get fajita? Yeah.
The fajitas with shrimp, steak, and chicken.
Come on, little
I had
dude.
more vegetables than anything.
I had a red pepper, a mushroom, a green pepper, a yellow pepper. And the shrimp was under all that. I'm like, what's that?
I had
You had to
3
find the
shrimp in
shrimp.
there.
Yeah.
And I asked Javier, yo, I only got 3 shrimp. He looked at me like, you ain't getting no more. But he did give me some extra beans. Because the refried beans are good.
They're good.
Yeah. So, but we had a good time. We laughed. So the
Wait a
numbers,
minute. How many baskets of chips and salsa did you have?
2, and then we took the second one home.
Okay.
So I'm going to have them when I get home.
Yeah.
Put them in plastic.
Yeah, I said inside. I said out in the patio.
No, we took the booth.
Okay.
She likes now. We've been going on dates lately,
Nice.
and we went to Mastro's,
Okay.
and that was Valentine's date.
That's a big date.
Yeah, that was fun. We had a good
So
time.
did you have a cocktail? You had a beer?
Yeah, I had a French connection. She had a margarita with the Grand Marnier on the side, whatever. So yeah, but
You drove?
yeah, we drove her car.
I'm saying you drove.
Yeah, of course. I
Okay.
drove,
I'm
yeah.
saying, but then if you had a
No, actually, we met because I came from practice,
Okay.
so we met there.
Okay.
If you can make the font a little big. Oh, no, it's big enough. Okay, but you just got to find it. So let us know. The number's 323-297-3104. 323-297-3104.
For what?
I don't know. But we got our buddy sitting in. He was here last week.
DG, he
What's
did a
going
great
on?
job.
Dannon
Thank you so
Green.
much, Tito.
Heard you got into it.
Well,
I didn't watch the
heard?
show. I didn't watch it. My muse called.
who told you I got into it?
All right.
My muse.
Who's your muse?
My manager that listens to the show.
Oh, okay.
She was like, and Jeff told me,
Was I guilty or not guilty?
man, we at an age where we don't do guilty. It was just that y'all had a conversation that was strong.
Okay.
You reach a certain age where you just
You don't blame nobody.
no, because it's life is too short.
Yeah, I'm
You
cool.
know.
I'm cool with her.
She's a listener.
She is a listener.
Some people like you, some people don't like you, some people get along with you depending on the day and the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that is.
As the world turns.
As the world turns, I like that. As the world turns,
That's a soap opera.
The world does turn.
it does turn.
It's not flat.
You think the world didn't turn before they came with the soap opera?
Hey, All right. How was your week?
I'm alive.
Fair enough. Short and sweet. How was your week?
Pretty good week.
What happened?
Busy week. Well, I'm leaving town tonight. We up in Fresno tonight. I mean tomorrow and Saturday with Andre Covington.
Oh, so you're doing a show up there?
Yeah, 2 shows.
Okay. Where?
But I hope I say it right. Kamush, the casino, Kamish, Chamush, whatever it is, Chamush, and then we're doing Versailles.
Is it an Indian casino?
Yeah. It's one of the
Okay.
Indian. Yeah. So
you-
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
One night and then Friday and Saturday?
We're doing one casino one night, and then we got a show in Versailles the next night, Saturday.
And it's who you
Andre covered it, and then he got 2 Latin comics on it. I don't really know them, but I think
They locals?
they're probably northern guys.
So it's 4 of you.
Yeah.
Where do you go on?
He said headliners, so whatever he put, I guess we're all headliners, so I don't know.
Oh, it's a headliner show.
Yeah, that's
Where
what
would
he
you
said.
prefer to go?
Second or third, it doesn't matter to me. Actually, I don't mind going first because I can set up my
Comics
shirts.
always say that.
I don't.
It doesn't. I go second or third, but it doesn't matter to me.
Well, actually,
when you're a vet, you know,
back in the day, we didn't want to go first. But
No.
now it's almost like, but only when you on the road, I don't really want to go first, something like that, because then I got to sit around and wait, but
Now you say you sell T-shirts. That's your merch.
yeah, I got merchandise now.
What does it say?
I don't want no trouble.
So you do a
And have a
routine
mic.
about that.
I kind of go back and forth to it. Kind of guy. I got it from Robin. Robin Harris. He used to say back, I don't want no. He said, don't want no trouble, but I just kind of changed it up and said, I don't want no trouble when So
Is it a picture on the shirt?
no, but it's nice. It's a mic shirt, so it's a black shirt with red text and a mic.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Microphone.
yeah. So
it says I don't want no
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
What color?
the black shirt and the
Black.
Yeah, I got all black. I tried to do white. It costs too much because now you got to flip the colors.
Yeah.
Is your name on it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My Instagram is on the bottom of it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I had a good week. We released a new trailer, and I've been speaking back and forth. We'll talk about that later. But I'm actually had a good week, man. It was a real thing. I want to give a shout out though. Today's my late brother's birthday, so it was not a rough day, but it was a rough day.
How old
Thinking
would
about
he
him.
have been?
He's 7 years older than me. So Mike would have been 67 this year,
67.
Yep.
All right. Today's his birthday. March 4th?
March 5th.
March 5th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Michael.
Yeah. Rest in heaven. Yeah.
Rest in power.
Yeah.
So you know he's in heaven because he was 7.
I don't know if he's in heaven. I hope he got there.
He was only 7, right?
No, Mike was 60. No, he died about 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
Oh, okay. So he was 50-something. So he lived a life.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. All right. He lived a life. Okay,
Yeah.
good, Michael.
Yeah.
He
Do you think getting into heaven is like getting out of prison?
I don't know.
Hard.
I don't know.
You got a date.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We do our time here,
Mm-hmm.
and then people who died before you just don't just say, "Hold up, homie, gotta wait for the pearly gates to open, right?"
I'm confused. I'm trying to follow you.
Are you on the list to get in?
Okay.
And you got to wait in line to get up to the gate to see if your name is on the list.
So where do you talking about where do you rest before you get up there?
Right. It would say the day you go. A lot of people are going to die that day.
Right.
Right. So everybody's in line.
Right.
But you already got people that's already been there.
So you think somebody like Michael Jack, you said celebrities, you think they go ahead?
When you leave this, you ain't that. When you leave this, you ain't, the body stay here.
Right. You're the spirit.
Your spirit.
Okay.
So is your spirit bright enough to get to the front of the line, or is your spirit blinking like everybody else to get called?
Well, and that's interesting because you figure there's a lot of people that die every day.
Right.
True.
So you figure, how fast is the
process?
process?
Your resume here don't go there.
Maybe your resume's there when you get there.
What they say.
That part, but I'm saying, but when you actually get there, you ain't coming with your glove on and your
But they say
your
he already
moonwalking
knows.
boots.
They say he already knows. Whoever's in charge, he or she
Right.
already know. They
Yeah.
know what you're gonna do, how you acted. They know before you know.
Yeah.
That's what I
I got
remember
you.
saying.
I got you.
So
Well, I'm just trying to compute all the stuff that we've heard, been taught, know, don't know. How does it accord? How does it accumulate on the other side?
well, I'm sure Trump will let us know.
I don't know. I don't want to find out no time soon, though.
Since he know everything.
I don't want to find out no time soon,
everything.
though. But I hope to get in.
Is there a will call?
Nah, I don't think it's a will call. I don't think he can go get some tickets. Matter of fact, that would be funny, though, if it was. Like, yo, man, why? Ain't nobody leave me no tickets?
Right.
That's funny. Yo, man, let me text your partner.
Yo.
Yo, tell Peter to come here, man.
TDP in there already?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's funny. That's funny. So listen, what did you learn new this week? That's a good question.
Oh, that's a great question.
A lot of people who thought they are crying like their eyes out right now. Can't travel right now. You thought it was sweet over there, but now, you found out that you've been played.
Can't get home?
The people who are over it because of the war and the different things that are happening out of this country,
You've been played.
meaning you were played because you went over there, or because you you thought it was going to be different than here.
You believed in something you were sold.
Right.
And then when you got over there, they told you, get home the best way you can. But I thought I was rocking with y'all, and y'all just...
Right. Well, the lady, the press secretary did say that she, that the people had plenty of time to get out of there. And then the other people were saying, no, they did not, because you guys, once you bombed them, then you told us we had to get out.
Lou, if I'm over here comfortable, I'm going to say y'all had plenty of time. Of course, I'm going to say that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to be devil's advocate. You know, if I had said that,
why you got to be the devil?
Well, okay, whatever advocate. I think you would have said, if someone else said that, what makes you think you're comfortable over here?
I got you.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, if I am, I'm comfortable over here.
So you are comfortable here.
Like doing this show right now, I can tell anybody over there, well, you get on, you know, you do this and do that and do this and do that. It's easy to say than done.
But you know, it goes also with Mexico too.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people feel or felt that Mexico is better. You know what I mean? And a lot of Americans go down there and from all over the country. And now you got the cartel, you know.
Well, yeah, they said that kind of dialed itself down because when it first happened, it was chaotic for a couple of days. But then they say now everything is operating.
But people
working.
are not. But people are still not getting in. They're not leaving from the airport though.
No, the airport and everything is open.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it was.
It
okay.
was a couple of days.
That's my point, LD. When we're on this side of the fence, we're gonna say, "Oh, everything's fine." Mm-hmm. But when you in it, it ain't the same.
Mm-hmm. I kind of make it to the point of if you got a refrigerator that works, life is pretty good right now.
That's what I was gonna say. We sit here right now. We go to the fridge to get something to drink, get something to eat.
Yeah.
And then you telling them, "Oh, everything's fine." Yeah. You can't feel what they feel.
Right. So what Lou is saying, almost like to what he's saying is like, you know, you got a refrigerator and you may not have everything you want to eat, but you can eat.
Yeah.
But you got a fridge, but ain't no food in there. So
and ain't no electricity.
Yeah, no electricity to keep it fresh.
That's
yeah.
what I'm
So
talking
what's the
about.
What's the best fridge right now?
I mean, that's you look at. And you look at when you're riding around town, LA. You look at people, especially when the weather was horrible, the snow, the rain. You look at people who are out in the streets, and you're like, man, I got a key. I'm going in the house.
Right.
And you just really feel, like you said, I'm here, you're there.
Right.
But I think humans adapt to that.
Locals.
Right. But given your life, you had to adapt. Now, you could have gone a totally different way,
right,
given your situation.
Right.
But you adapted to Ohio State grad school.
Well, but as in what we're saying, I think it was more of a choice.
Yeah, adapting is a choice. You adapted to that choice. You made that choice.
Right. Well, I made a choice that I wasn't going to go that way, and then whatever came with it, I adapted to it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because once you make a choice, you don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You still could become homeless.
That's what we're talking about.
Right.
Brother.
That's what I'm saying. Adding on to what
about.
you're saying. So
you made a choice to go to school. You made a choice to be whatever technological field that there is. They're going to house me here. I'm going to eat here. All I got erupted. Yeah. Now it's survival skills. Mm-hmm. You're not a native there.
Yeah.
No.
All you know was get to the base and get to the airport.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing in between.
Yeah, that's what my boy was saying, that people that join the military know how to survive.
Right.
Whereas regular folks who are on cement, you know.
Yeah. But also those people over there do, because they've been in, I think you did overseas too. So did you ever been to Kuwait?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how that country look. You know, you have to adapt to, even if it ain't nothing going on, just the lifestyle. Like when I was in Djibouti, Africa, to see dudes literally in a dirty river bathing, and then all of the homes made out of tin, made up. Like, so but there, I was looking at it like I'd have died the first weekend.
Now where were your suits?
Where was my suits? My suits would have probably been.
No, did you have your suits with you?
Yeah.
That you performed in?
Yeah, but we were on base.
Okay.
So
that's what I mean. So when you're on base, everything is
almost
inclusive.
Yeah.
Now once that's all interrupted, now you trying to talk to the locals you've been shitting on, riding around, and now you won't help.
Right. Mm. I see what you're saying, though. I think what you're saying, Tito, where but I'm saying people stop thinking that, more or less, stop thinking the grass is greener somewhere else always. Mm. I think Americans are, I think we're all caught up in a lot of emotions, a lot of division, but like when I put online the other day, I said, wasn't even trying to make it politic. I was just saying, man, what's going on in Mexico? I said, man, I'm happy to be in the United States. And the first thing somebody put under me was, well, there's mass shootings here. I'm like, that's not what it's about. You can't do a tick for tack. I'm happy to be here, considering the cartel is controlling everything over there.
Yeah, well, you used the wrong word, the trigger word.
Which was?
Happy.
Oh, yeah. You can't
You
can't be happy in America. No more.
So what did you learn new this week?
You know what I learned, man? After that incident last week, I really learned. I thought about it because I wasn't happy with it, going back and forth with her, and I just learned, man, that people are too emotional right now, and you got to let them just be who they are, because if all you guys know, I've never, even out in the street, you guys know me. I don't get into it with people. That's just never been me. Even since I've been here, it's never been my style in life, and I don't like to get into keyboard gangster stuff. If there's an issue, I'm gonna call you up directly. We talked about this last week. So I just learned that you got to let people, like you just said, Lou, let people be who they are, and pretty much don't get involved with the emotional argument. I'm not gonna. It's just I didn't like all of that. You know what I mean?
Well, before we go any further, something really important has to be said.
Go ahead.
How's the cat?
Man, I'm happy. Yeah, the cat. You know what? I can't believe I still got this little motherfucker, man. But the cat cool. I love the cat, man. The cat cool. She a pain in the ass though. But I got a new carpet, so she happy. She rolling all over it. But the cat's been good, and big shout out to Buddy Lewis and Toby Hicks, who have watched the cat a couple of times for me. Yeah. When I've been going on the road.
You trust Buddy Lewis with your cat?
Actually, I do trust Buddy. It's Toby I don't trust.
Okay.
But Buddy don't smoke weed. Toby may forget to go by the crib. And,
so they have a key and they go by your house to check on the cat?
Yeah.
Okay. Does the cat stay in the cage?
No, she runs the house. But when Buddy was there, Buddy sent me a video, and Buddy like, oh, she came out. But when Buddy was like this, you saw her go like this to Buddy, like get your ass away from me. You know, feed me, nigga, and break camp.
Hilarious.
But yeah, the cat's good.
I'm sorry, we can't ask about his cat without asking about her cat.
Wait. No, we can ask that too. But have you know anything like the cat does that's a routine? Like, say if you go to bed, does the cat come? Or does the cat come get you to eat?
Yeah. Two things she does, and I'm very surprised. When she's hungry, if I walk into the apartment, she almost gets in front of me like she's trying to lead. You. Yeah, guide me to like, yo, my man, the bowl's empty.
Okay.
And she literally, I almost step into it, and I'm next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen like, all right, I got you, bitch. You know, I just cool out. But what I do kind of think is kind of cool is that when I do lay in the bed, she'll come up, but sometimes I gotta get rid of her. I'm like, come on, I'm trying to sleep, but she snuggles up. So cats are really interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he's got.
I get in house.
I can't say it.
I got you.
Okay, all right.
But here's the thing, though. Have you noticed the cat like any guarding the door, any spirits come through there, and the cat is on it?
Let me say one thing. Ain't a fly or a bug coming. She's like, she'll flip from being real cool. You see the hair go up on her back. Nothing can come up in it.
Cackles.
But if I pick her up to take her out that front door, it's on and cracking because she's not an outdoor cat.
Right.
But I open up the balcony, she'll be in the balcony all day. Yeah.
Boss lady.
You gonna make her talk.
How's your kitty cat?
Oh, look.
And she has a cat?
Yeah.
Between her legs.
I have 2 cats.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
You're a hermaphrodite?
How's your cat?
They're both fine.
All right.
You remember Charlie that
that
got attacked by
the
bird? I finally adopted him.
You got papers?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You did paperwork?
Well, I went and had him neutered, had him his shots.
Wow.
So he's in the house now?
He's a house cat now, and he loves it.
Damn.
Once you start paying money for an animal, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He set you up.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
they do. And like Dannon said, they wake me up actually at 4 a.m. to feed them. And I told my mother that. She was like, I'm not getting up for no cat at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Like,
how do they wake you up?
They'll jump on the bed and make sure that, I don't know, they just get in my face.
No rest. You won't get no rest.
Exactly.
You won't get no rest.
Here's your nightgown.
All right, so I'm Louis Dix.
Dannon Green.
Teeter.
What's the name of the show?
Tighten up your belts in a man's world.
I don't know where this boy is, or this young man, sorry. What did you do for others this week?
What did I do for others this week? Opened the door. Gave up a parking spot.
Okay, that's a good one.
Let them cross the street. You know, I always do those type of things because, you know, what's the point?
When someone lets you over, do you thank them?
All the time.
Yeah, I can't stand when people don't do that. All right, cool. What did you do for someone this week?
It's funny. I just did this for someone today. I was at a 7-Eleven, and it was they're knocking off of Laurel Canyon and Oxnard. You know the area they have about 100 homeless people?
Yeah.
Well, the city is over there. I never saw nothing like that in my life. The city's over there just bulldozers and taking everybody's stuff and trashing it. So I was in 7-Eleven, and there was a woman in there trying to buy some food and some drinks, and she was just in line. And then she gave me the card, and then the lady's like, your card ain't good. She said, well. So she started taking everything back and scanning it like she was good. And I just said, hey. I said, I got it. Just get it. So I brought her food. So, yeah, I brought her food.
I saw a guy in the trash can getting food, and I went and bought him a sandwich.
Yeah.
And then this woman saw me, and she's like, hey, good job. And I was like, well, what about you?
You gonna buy the nigga some a juice or something?
Yeah, but, I felt good.
Yeah.
I felt good about myself.
Do you do that a lot? I do it a lot. I don't know. Do you?
I do it. It has to hit me right.
Right.
Because, I got a thing. When you exit off of the 101 off of Coldwater, it's this woman that sits there with her kids.
Okay.
That asks for food. And
Going
all that.
towards
Yeah.
Riverside, right there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And she's, the husband is there sometimes too, and he's well groomed. She's like, I'm a single mom and all that. And I sit there and people give money. I get a little irritated because as you can see, it's a scam. That this is what they do. She's got and I checked her purse. Her purse is nice, and she just gets the money and stuffs it in there.
But you know what they say? Don't judge them by what you do. So you do it in good deed, and whatever. If they're not doing it for the right reasons, it'll come back on them.
Right. Yeah, I revved my engine.
No, this the one I don't like, right? Somebody already in the gas station, they work in the gas station. So they over there talking to somebody. Somebody might have given them a $2, right? So then when you pull in, you already seen it went down, and then you pull by the pump, and then they wandering around waiting for you to get out the car or whatever. I don't get out. I just go to another pump.
And they follow you to that
then
pump?
they come over there, then I go to another pump. I said, you don't get the picture, man? Somebody just gave you some money.
Right.
I'm finna go here and spend some goddamn money. We paying $5 a gallon for gas.
Right.
Where your car at?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, brother, I was just gonna see if I could pump it for you. No, let me pump it and you pay for it.
Right.
You got some money.
Yeah, you just got some.
Now it's like, oh man, come on. You know what I'm saying? Now you hustling me.
You know the crazy one I had? So during the pandemic, I was feeding the homeless. Remember we was getting that like $600 check? And I was like, man, if that's all they're giving us, so I kind of went online, put my foot in my mouth. I said, well, man, if that's the case, I'd rather just buy homeless people food with this. So once a month, I was buying homeless people food. And I did it for a whole year. About 8 months. I did about 8 months. And one time I brought, I get all Subway sandwiches. So it was a 6-inch Subway sandwich, a bag of chips, and a cookie. And that's what I was doing. And then a couple people, actually, I won't say the name, but a couple of celebs started giving me money and then went in with me. So I was out there delivering one time with Kyle. You know Kyle that works at the Improv. And we delivered. And two things happened. I gave a lady a sandwich. She goes, oh, I don't eat turkey. I was like, oh, I said, but then I had to catch myself because it was like, she may not eat turkey.
Right.
But the funniest one was when I gave them all of the food. I gave them food. I was in the plastic bag, and one dude was a brother like, yo, my man, you ain't got no water? That's what he said. Yeah. And I was like, man, you get it. And then I had to catch myself. I'm thinking to myself like, yeah, well, I mean, you do want to wash it down, but, because they're people. They're human still,
People say how moral.
I should have just took the sandwich back, though. That's what I should have did.
Or tell them to chew slow.
Yeah.
No, what I would have did. Okay, say what you say that she don't like.
Right, she don't like turkey.
It's a turkey sandwich.
Man, I don't eat turkey.
Okay, now there you go.
Do you eat bread?
Yeah.
That's something. Hey, so listen, the phone number is 323 323-297-3104.
For what?
323-297-3104. Give us a call, because our topic is, we're going to jump into it right now, your expectations on the first date. Expectations, red flags, chemistry, who pays on the first date, the locations, and what's the first date red flags. Now, full disclaimer, none of us really been on a date in a while, but we still have first date knowledge.
I've been asking. I just haven't gone.
How do you ask someone to go on a date nowadays? It's different. Where do you meet them?
Well, some of them I've met at shows. Still, I can meet a few at some shows. But and then a couple were just in the past that we kind of were friends, but we never pushed it. You know what I mean? I tried that the Facebook app. You ever try that one?
No. Oh, so you've been on a dating app?
Well, yeah, Facebook has one.
Okay.
The problem is, I'll get like 6 women, and all of a sudden it'll be a male dude pop up. Friend, like, yeah, this nigga's not on the agenda. Like, where he come from? So I say, I stopped. I'm like, all right, get off this app for a little bit.
Do you tell them what you're looking for?
They tell you what you're looking for. That's what I'm trying to figure out where the dudes come from. They say women. I got women.
I see you were denied. Hey.
So is that the first app you've ever been on?
No, I was on Tinder before, and I was on another one. But I got off of those because of who I am. I started thinking, like, how's that image going to look, doing television, do commercial, and they see you on the app. But I heard a number of celebrities have met people on the app, but I just felt kind of...
I've heard great stories.
Yeah,
Excuse me. We had a meeting about interrupting people.
Okay, go ahead.
Jeez.
Don't fuck with me today.
MC Light, what?
Do not fuck with me today. She met her husband on a dating app.
Is she married?
I think they got a divorce.
Oh, okay. Well,
but they did meet on that.
I love MC Light. She's an announcer at the...
Good morning.
You know who I want to go out on a date with, though? I got 2 Hollywood crushes.
Who?
Sanaa Lathan and Tracy Ellis Ross.
Now, they say those are challenges. Those girls
most
beautiful women got
But they
challenges.
always posting pictures. Like,
so yes,
come get
especially
me.
Tracy. But
Now, Tracy, is it... What turns you on about her? Besides what should turn you on about her?
Right, that. What turns me on about her, though, is that she seems like, even though I know she's not, and don't take it wrong, like an airhead. So she's not that, because sometimes she plays that character, but she did play me at a party years ago. Years ago. So I kind of had fell off, but I came back. I did warm up one time for Girlfriends. Mm-hmm. And then after I did the warm up, there actually was, I think it was around the holiday time, there was a party I went to, like a private party, house party. And I went in there, and I went up there, I said, hey, what's up, Trace? You remember me? And she gave me that look like, nigga, no. And I was like, but she was like, no. And my boy was like, damn, my boy, Chris Cobb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was a PA on Girlfriends. He was like, yo, that's cool. But Tracy Ellis Ross and Sanaa Lathan. Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan is always nice to me.
She's always nice. I did that movie with her, and she was Napoli Ever After. Mm-hmm. I had a scene with her, and she was just so nice. Took pictures, and I was like, man.
She's a nice lady. And that's interesting, celebrity crush. So you would take your first date. Now, that's the thing about the first date.
Right.
I mean, let's think about it. First of all, you got to ask them out.
Right. You got to get
so
that
you got
lucky.
to get past that.
Yeah.
And nowadays... I don't think it's like it was back in the day, 20 years ago, where you would ask a girl out.
Well, no social media then.
It seems like a mutual thing. Let's hang out. Or you can do a date thing with the group.
I don't like that. I know what you're saying. I don't like that one, man. And you know what it, like Tito said, because of social media, it almost takes the fun out of dating now. Like, when you would ask a girl out on a date before, you would get dressed up and you go pick her up. Mm-hmm. I asked this broad... Well, this young lady out.
Broad.
Sorry. I asked this chick out on a date, and she was like, "Yeah, okay, meet me here." Like, ain't I supposed to come pick you up?
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
They don't. It's like,
not today's time.
Yeah, they don't even want you to come pick them up.
It's a security thing.
Yeah, it's a security thing. You can't just. You got to meet them. They got to let the people know where they're going. It has to be a public place. You can't. I don't want you knowing where I live. It's just so many crazy people.
But
and plus, you don't want women knowing where you live.
That part.
Because if they, it's just. And again, they look you up. Because
you can't lie no more. That's one thing you can't do.
Yeah,
you
people
can't
say
lie
put
who
you
are.
on Instagram. They nowadays the young people under 35 give each other's Instagram. They don't give them.
Yeah,
numbers.
they don't get. That's true. They don't get. Yeah,
You know, and I just think a lot of the older women in their 50s and 60s, they actually think that they still can demand certain things.
that's the part.
And you're like, wait a minute, hold up. You know, well, you got to do this. You got to hold up. You don't even have all your teeth.
Hilarious.
So why we, it's just that the demands that they put to me are just not realistic. I can go date a younger girl who won't have the demands, and you've been through it.
Yeah.
Your stuff is. I mean, come on.
I had that happen with this chick, and she was like, "I want you to court me." I'm like,
we ain't got much courting time.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that shit. Yeah, you want to go ahead and get these burgers or what? What the
Yeah,
fuck
if
we
you
doing?
in menopause or past menopause,
you gonna
no
dry up
court.
anyway
Yeah,
in 30 minutes. Come on, don't do this to me.
Come on.
So y'all don't put them through it. I guess it just depends on the person. Like if a woman say to me, I need you to court me, handball or tennis.
Hilarious.
Here's your racket.
You know what I mean?
Pickleball.
Again, do you tell them, because that's the whole thing. Okay, so say you get the date. Now you go eat.
Right.
Who gets to choose where to go? Do you choose or do you give
I think
her
it
the
depends
option?
on who asked.
All right, if the guy asks, I ask you to go out and you say yes, then, because a lot of women say you need to have a plan.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The plan is, if I'm taking you out, I'm paying.
Right.
If you taking me out, you paying. But they gonna always push the issue. Well, you need to take me out. Okay, if I'm taking you out, we going where I want to go. If we going where you want to go, then you pay.
And go ahead.
No, go
ahead.
I make it sound like that, but I always pay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but I'll test it. You know what I mean? Like one time I did test it and I failed. She failed the test. I pushed the.
Now I could let a
ticket.
woman. She said some women say I'll tip. I'll do the tip, and you're okay. You do the tip. But to me, it's like if it's breakfast, it's something different.
Yeah, breakfast is cheap.
Breakfast is
you can
different.
get away with breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast
Not
is
no
different.
more.
Well,
Yeah.
But then you look at what's the conversation. Is the conversation different at breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Are there different conversations?
Yes, sir.
There's a breakfast conversation, a lunch conversation, and a dinner conversation.
Breakfast is what do you how's the job going? Where do you go for lunch? Like
Tell me
it's
about
morning.
yourself.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah,
You learn a little bit about their family.
Yeah.
No, how many abortions you had?
Okay. You stupid. Okay, boss lady.
I wasn't able to put the chat on the screen, but I did want to share a few of what people said. Corey says that he prefers to go on a woman's Instagram so he can see what he's dealing with.
That's true.
And then GS Main 78 says, meeting her online, you can find out more information faster instead of wasting time.
See, I disagree with that because I've heard so many people say they've met people online and it's been a disaster when they, like they're the total different person of what
Catfish.
Right, what they're putting down there. Because a lot of times, especially now, my issue is all of these fillers. I looked at this chick, her first picture was cute. I was like, okay, she's kind of cute. And I was about to hit like on the Facebook and I went down to scroll down and without the little Facebook, fillers and all that stuff, oh man, she got uglier and uglier. I was like, man, this shit is ridiculous.
And then a lot of them, a giveaway too is the girls who take pictures like here up.
Yeah,
You kind of can't see how big they are.
You gotta look at their neck.
You can't see how big they are because they look really cute.
Right.
But they're really big.
Right.
Speedy size.
So you talking about from the esophagus up?
Yeah. Here they look cute, but and women know how to take those pictures now.
Yeah.
Men, I don't think men are as skilled.
Men don't care.
In a woman's world, they call it an illusion. They're selling you an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you buy into the illusion, then they got you. If you can't meet a woman at the light, if you can't meet a woman in the supermarket where you see her in her natural glory, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's hard to figure out if a girl really likes you or wants you to go further.
Right.
Step one, how you doing?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Well, first step is the smile. You got to make some kind of contact, right? You make you look at them, they look at you. Then because we're visual guys, so we see the girl, she looks at you, you look at her. Then it becomes a hello, how you doing? And then it's what? What's the third step?
I'm finding it easier to meet women because so many dudes don't do those first 2 steps you talk about. A lot of dudes don't approach women. So when
They don't know how.
Yeah, so when I say, hey, how you doing? I speak to them. The first thing some of these ladies goes, where you from? They'll say that, where I'm from. I'm like, oh, I grew up in Philly. Yeah, okay, I could kind of tell that. Because the guys out here, and I think everywhere now, but at least out here, they don't seem to approach the women like, and a lot of dudes ain't making it, so they approaching them differently. Like,
and it's easier,
where do you live?
And it's easier if you're coming off stage and you're funny.
Yeah.
It makes
Because you're in
That's
the
a win.
environment.
Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah.
You can say what you want.
But
And
here's
she
the thing,
sees you.
If you walking up, woman, like Lewis say, it's the smile and everything. But once they look you up and down, then they give you the smile. Like, okay, I passed all those tests, honey.
Yeah.
Where we going from here?
It's definitely a cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
It's a cat and mouse game.
that.
Because
If you
you
let it
looking
be.
at them, they looking at you. Then you got to position yourself, especially if you're out. Because I noticed that at the party, there was a lot of girls dancing for the man who they thought was looking at them.
Right.
It's like, oh,
It's
he's
called
checking me out.
peacocking.
Yeah.
But now were any men asking the women to dance? Because dudes don't seem to do that.
No, it
more.
was a celebrity thing. The celebrities were dancing with one another, and then a couple of the girls were dancing by themselves,
Okay.
and the guys were standing. And I was just standing watching, people watching, and it was this one girl that was dancing, and we kept making eye contact, but it was funny because I have a ring on and she had a ring on, so it was.
But that's not your wedding hand.
I know, it was like Robin Harris joke. I married the wrong woman.
Can
We're
I
over
ask
wrong
you
guy.
guys a question?
Sure.
What are some first date red flags that'll make you say, I'm not asking this person out on a second date?
She's late.
Late, over 15 minutes late,
Late is definitely.
and you don't call.
And if you're on your phone, if a woman's on her phone, I won't argue. I won't say nothing to her. I'll just see how long she's gonna be on the phone at night, and then I'll
Short answers are tough. If I mean, but then again, it depends on the questions you're asking them, because I want to know about just what do you care about, what's your passion, and so that story helps.
But some women don't like that no more. When you start asking them, what do you do? They're like, isn't that kind of personal? Like, how the heck I'm supposed to get to know you if I don't ask these questions?
Yeah, well, your family dynamics. You have any brothers? Where do you lie? And your siblings? Where'd you go to school?
You ever been to jail?
That's a good question.
Have you worked at strip clubs?
You ever so dope?
Do you think it's okay to talk about your ex or your financial
No. I
think that's a
situation?
No.
That's dead. If you talk about your ex, I've done it
for
before. I
what?
think you blow the date.
And if you're talking about your finances, that should be. You can figure that out.
Right.
You can figure that out because
It's a turnoff to me when guys do that.
What,
When
ask
I
you-
got this and I got that and I just bought this
Yeah.
or I just
I
bought
don't know.
that.
I never done that kind of stuff. I
I
never
don't
met
know how
guys
you,
like that.
How you have that kind of? How does that conversation come about? I got this. I got that.
Well, some people just talk about themselves. So
Yeah.
that comes to play.
I got these new Jordans. What would you say? I got a cat.
No, I never told them I got a cat. Because a couple of chicks I told I had a cat. They're like, ooh, I don't like cats. I'm like, well, the cat stays, bitch. So,
Really?
yeah.
Women have more. They're more interested in a guy that's a dog owner. Now, if you got a home, different.
Absolutely.
Different. If you're a homeowner, different.
Oh, yeah.
Different vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Different vibe.
Homeowner or no kids.
Now, and also, well, they kind of think something's wrong with you if you're a certain age.
Some. But I've been meaning, they're like, oh, because they feel like there's no money leaving the house.
And it seems more acceptable for a woman to have a roommate if she's older than a man.
Oh, my God. Why is that, too?
I don't know, but it just seems like if you
No,
say
it's
a
if
double
you-
standard.
If
It's
you're
a
over
double
50
standard.
and you got a roommate and it's not your father that you're taking care of or your son, then it's something's up.
Yeah. Especially in L.A.
But women, they can have roommates all day
I
long.
would say with the way that rent is here in LA, that's not really uncommon.
It's not
you
uncommon,
know?
but women don't like it.
Yeah,
women
but you're
women
not-
still don't want a man that has a roommate.
Well, not if they sleeping in the same room. I mean, if
No,
Nah, well,
it's got to be. It
Yeah.
can't be a 2-bedroom. It's got to be a house.
yes.
It's got to be a house. You can't have a roommate in an apartment unless it's a big apartment. You got to have space. A woman
Right,
needs space.
exactly.
They don't like
She
it.
can't walk in the hallway and see your roommate.
Right.
Some girls do. And it depends on the guy. It depends on how much the girl. That's how you know how much the girl
But
likes the
these
guy.
days, I don't think women will put up with that because of, like you said earlier, security reasons. So they don't want to go into any type of environment. Because I remember a number of years ago, I helped a couple people. They didn't have anywhere to stay, and I let them sleep on my couch. And I had a girl come in, and man, I mean, I've been trying to get with this girl for months. And it was dark, and we walked into the room, and she was going to go in the kitchen. I said, "Oh, no, shh." She said, "Why?" I said, "Oh, boy's on the couch." She's like, "Oh, I can't do nothing." I'm like, I never wanted to stab somebody so bad. I wanted to kill him.
But see, that's the thing. My thing is, if you hanging out with me and you on my couch and I'm going to have company, you got to go somewhere.
Yeah, but it was 12:30 at night. He
still got to go. Go in
that's
the car.
Go feed the homeless. Go do
Go
something.
feed the homeless. Yeah, go to Subway.
Hey man, go to Subway. Yeah.
No, it's just. I mean.
Go ahead, go hang out with Jesse Smollett. Go get something to eat.
Oh.
I mean, it is security for a woman.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they want to know how many tentacles you got out there so I can, peel your cap.
Is this a red flag for you guys when it comes to women? BBLs. But the new one for me is I've noticed all these women got the same lips now. You notice they got that, like that real, like old girl, the actress you just said, the sister. They all got that kind of lip. Like a big, thick upper lip. And it's like they're all trying to look like, I don't know, I don't think that's the Kim Kardashian.
Pumping it up or something?
Yeah. It's like, is that a turn off for you when you meet a woman? If you know
If
she has.
she's not natural.
Right. If she
Yeah,
got
I mean-
BBLs or breast implants or definitely lip fillers
But
is
if
starting to bother me.
if you 35 and under and you got that, then you're too young for me anyway.
Right.
Because that was another thing. Like a lot of times when you're a certain age, you see young girls out, you got to feel like they know your daughter or your son.
Right,
So you're
right.
really not even going, even though they look attractive and fine and they talk to you, you'd be like, I can't. And if you
I can't. I don't have no kids.
right, you can. Yeah, if you don't have kids,
You-
But
Yeah,
that's
thinking that way.
your moral compass. Everybody's
that's
moral
true.
compass magnetizes a different way. A lot of dudes don't even know how to talk to women, just on a humbug. Like you going in a liquor store, you see a lady at the car. Hey, you doing, sweetheart? You got a man? Yeah. What that got to do with me? LA dudes, we like that. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, where you from? Like Dannon say, where you from? Man, I'm from here. You can't be. What you mean I can't be? You just so vibrant and alive. I say, look at me, honey. I'm not afraid of nothing. What are you
Right.
talking about? Either you want me or you don't. Oh my God, that's you? Yeah, but I'm walking with it and everything. And then when you open the car and be a gentleman and put him in the car, like you really are who you are. Huh? Yeah, that's who I am.
Do you have a go-to? I have a go-to move at the stores though. I've done this a number of times. If I got some extra paper, and depending on what they're buying, like either food or getting a drink, especially like at Starbucks, that's my move. Hey, I got that for her. Oh, you don't have to. No,
You do this at a grocery store?
I've done it before. If they have,
And how did that turn out?
she thanked me, but you know what? Really,
Did that go any further?
it didn't. But it didn't bother
doesn't
me.
have to.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, because I really actually was just. Sometimes I just feel like being like at Starbucks. You see, women always say that men don't like buy or spend money on that.
They say chivalry is
Right,
dead.
right.
Well, they
So I
say
do it
that.
sometimes.
I think most women think if you do that, you have ulterior motives.
But and you know what? And you know what I tell them? Because it's been, and I know we've all experienced this as men. You ever try to buy a woman a drink and she doesn't want to accept it because she thinks she do have another motive? And I tell them, my trainer said, you always just tell them, hey, there's nothing tied to this. I'm doing this because I like you. If you want to walk with it, you can walk with it. I'm just doing it because I just wanted to buy you a drink.
I like to reject that statement.
Okay.
I do have ulterior motives. Because when you see me, you know I ain't one of them other dudes out here running around with
That's
the
true.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I do have an ulterior motive. I'm separating myself.
Mm-hmm.
So the same girl I seen at the liquor store, I seen at the grocery store.
Okay.
You remember me? Hey, I do remember you. I forgot your name, though.
But
It's okay.
But with your motive, would you still buy the drink if she comes off like what Poe just said?
Like I said, Danny, I do have an ulterior motive, but it ain't what you thinking.
Right. There it is. Right. It don't mean that I'm trying to.
So
knock
once you
your
go talk
cheeks.
to your girlfriends and all that, and they tell you all the horrible stories, you say, well, I did meet this guy today.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Why not stand out? That's the whole thing about being somebody and being who you are. It's going to stand out. So if I see the lady taking her trash, I got that. Give me. Now she finna get on the phone with her girlfriends. They finna do all this talking. Oh, he ain't that.
But that's why I don't have a problem.
But the temperature has to be right.
Well, call in, guys.
The temperature has to be right.
Yeah, in the sense of
323-297.
you grabbing someone's trash can. You just got to read
3104.
it first. You can't just grab somebody
No,
else's trash can.
LD.
No,
when
if-
the energy, It's who you are.
That's
It's
what
the
I'm
energy.
saying.
The energy that you're under. This guy mean me no harm. Just like old girl from the liquor store, when I put her in the car, she's like, "Oh, you ain't gonna knock me on my head and take my purse?" Why would I wait till you get to the car? I would do that at the liquor store.
You should have said
Yeah,
yeah.
she's coming out of the liquor store.
So all the insecurities that you have, I'm already ahead of all that.
Yeah.
Right. But she's by herself, right?
Right. She
I'm
got a
not-
bottle of vodka. I say, "Dad, you finna go drink yourself to sleep?" Well, you know, I got
catch is
problem. If I can make you smile for this instant, and I'm on my way, honey, because I'm finna see 1,000 more women today.
Where was this liquor store? What was it? Nighttime or daytime?
Daytime.
Okay, daytime makes
She was
sense.
getting off work. She had a uniform on.
Daytime makes sense. She feels safe at that point.
That
Yeah,
part.
that's true.
When you say what's a great date, when you think about a great date for men, I think it's totally different for men than it is women.
A great day is she paid for it, and we get dessert.
Great day for women if they ain't got to pay for nothing. A great day for man if we have you smiling. And I like to do like, I've taken them to like the driving range. I've done one of those as a date. 'Cause I like golf, and then I used to like movies, but now I don't take them to movies because people go like, well, you can't talk in the movie. So walking or taking a ride up the coast, something like that. That's all, that used to be my thing. But most women today, a lot of women today want you to take them somewhere to eat.
Yeah, I mean, a great date to me is I get some out afterwards. but okay, is it okay? Is it okay to kiss on the first date?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Or have sex.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is.
I think it's as long as both parties agree
Yeah.
and the chemistry's right.
At our age, we ain't got time to be waiting 4 and 5 months for some ass.
Why is it just
If
so?
they do give it to you on the first date, will there be a second date?
It depends on how good it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Back to the catfish thing. If the girl shows up and she's not what you expect, do you still have to date with her?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Because that's the first
You
lie.
lied to
yeah,
me.
that's the first lie you told me.
No, you can definitely move on.
Men gotta stop being thirsty.
And being scared to say what they feel.
Like we talk about show when you wasn't here, LD, when women got their you was here. When the women had their disclaimer, man, you gotta have yours too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you got to have something to stand for. I mean, you got to. I mean, well, that's what being a man used to be. You had values. You had something. You know.
So how do you
standards.
exit? Do you just say, never mind?
Yeah.
I think you'd be like, hey.
Is your sister home?
Hilarious.
Because the lady I saw in the pictures, that ain't you, right?
Because women won't get into, I know one thing, women will not get in your, if they don't think that car is nice enough to get in, they won't get in your car.
Yeah,
I
but
remember, I had that happen before. She got in. I mean, we were on a date for a while when I was dating the hairstylist back in the day.
But they killed me with this one. Oh, excuse my car is little. Excuse my house is. Excuse my. What you mean? Excuse? You been here? You live here?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have anybody over my a date over. Now that was the question that Jeff asked. Is it okay to invite a woman over to your house on the first date?
No, because they steal.
I think it is.
He asked, would I go to a guy's house on the first date?
Would you?
I would. It would just depend if we're vibing like that, and
Depending on how much
I
weed he
feel
got.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You got a
I
pound?
might go over his house.
And
I-
also, it
Yeah, go
depends
ahead,
on
Blue.
it depends on what kind of home he's inviting you to.
Yeah. If he says,
If you
take
tell-
Ventura and go left.
Hey, you kind of have an idea of what kind of home he has. He has a nice
Well,
home.
I'm giving my location to, of course,
Right.
a friend.
Right. Yeah. No. Definitely do that. You got to protect yourself. But if he's, if he has a nice home and he's stable and the house is comfortable, and all that, if things are
But
right.
if a dude is on that weirdo stuff, a woman should protect herself at all costs.
But I think women should know. You should be able to know if a dude is on some weird shit.
Some
Most
dudes know how to hide it.
Yeah. I just couldn't.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
But women know how to hide it too. That's what I'm saying. It goes both ways. If you come at them strong and aggressive from the beginning, all that bullshit would wear off. Because the thing, we come up here, you meet a young lady, let's go out. Where we going? We're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas? Yeah, we're going to ride. We're going to get to know each other.
Right.
Because by the time we get to the bar store, if it ain't cool, I'm going to turn around. Because I'm still going to the outlet.
That happened to me on New Year's Eve. I was going to invite this, and the reason I and this is what I told her. I was offered a show out in Temecula, and so I was going to do the show, and I met the girl. And
That's
I was
2 hours and 20.
Right. So here's the funny thing about it. The only reason I asked her that she wanted to spend the night was because, if you remember this New Year's, the weather was bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think they're going to give me a room. I said, I'm not trying to act like I want to, hit at you, but, if you want to come out here, do you want to stay? Because
And that's 2 hours. I don't care how fast you going.
yeah, but right. In that rain, you remember how bad it was raining?
Yeah.
But she was like, she said, nah, I'll just wait. And then when I told her, I said, well, I wasn't going to try to do nothing with you. She said, no, I felt that, but I just felt like for the first time I didn't want to spend a night like that. And I said, all right.
No, I agree with her. She
Yeah.
shouldn't have. I mean, that's one of the things. If you got it like that, if you got it like that, you're supposed to present. You come with your girlfriend.
I'm with you, LD.
You have your own room.
Yeah.
Come with your girlfriend and you have your own room. Listen, I'm Louis Dix.
Dannon Green.
Teeter.
What's the name of the show?
In the man's world. Tighten up your belts.
Hey, before we go any further, we want to talk about your show that you have.
Yes.
You have Dannon has a new TV show.
I seen the trailer.
And we're going to show the trailer, and you want to tell us a little bit about it first?
I'll tell you about the show real quick. Last week you weren't here. Appreciate you guys. Let me talk about it. You want to see the trailer first?
Your call.
Okay. Show the trailer. You can show the trailer first, POTUS.
Who's the producers?
Trent Combs and Kyle Bentley Evans.
Okay, cool.
Larry, please settle this. Please. Justin Timberlake or Usher?
They both just okay.
Okay. Man, that's literally the Magic Johnson Larry Bird of R&B.
I prefer Stevie Wonder. Now that man, that's an artist right there. And he don't have all of these dancers out there doing all this wild stuff. Dancing and popping the leg up.
I didn't know you had moves like that. Go, Larry. Go, Larry. Go.
Coming in March on blackvisiontv.net.
So that was the second clip that we released this week. There was another trailer that we showed last week. Man, I'm just excited about it. It's a great opportunity. We've already shot 6 episodes. We've got 10 episodes that we're shooting. They actually allowed me to write 2 of them, and we shot 1 of mine, and we got 1 more. So out of the 10, I've shot 2. So I'm getting acting and writing credit on it. And I was talking to Trent last week, and we kind of had a conversation like, if you really look at it right now, he said, Dan, out of all of the comics that are out here really in the world, not that many of them have their own show right now.
Right.
And said I'm no level where they're at. What I'm saying is their show is no longer on the air. Mike Epps' show is no longer on the air. So it's just a great opportunity. What I think, and you probably could appreciate this, Lou and T, is clean show. It's no
Right.
even though it's streaming, it's no cursing, because he's like, I want people, kids and everybody else to be able to watch
and grandma
it.
friendly.
Right, to be able to watch it. Yes, but it's really good writing on it, and I think also what they like about it too is that it's not politically driven, it's not agenda driven, it's not cult. It's a barbershop. Stuff that we would see when we would go into the barbershop or talk about.
Now, I saw some familiar faces.
Yeah.
Shantae Waynes.
Yeah, she plays Sammy, and the other barber is Chaz Rogers, and Chaz is from Detroit. He's the main writer, and he's been working with Bentley and them for like the last 7 years.
He's the one that looks like Speedy's son?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and he does actually.
Yeah.
But he's the main writer, and then what I've done, I didn't really say it last week, but I've made some calls and helped a number of comedians get guest spots. So Kente had a real good role in one there.
Kente Scott.
Yeah, Mike Estime did. Esau has a real good show. We have a real funny show with Esau. Then we had Kanisha. You know Kanisha?
Kanisha Bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's kind of got a reoccurring role. She plays Sister Gwen. So we have it where she comes in every now and then trying to sell us.
That's Issa McGraw, right? You're talking about?
No, Esau McGraw. Yeah, Esau.
Right.
Yeah, he has a real good role.
He's funny.
And you appreciate this as well. Well, both of you would, depending on how you look at it. I found a way to introduce Philadelphia in it. So it's kind of that Will Smith type of thing without it being, that concept. But and then I make mention of the school I went to. So I don't say Brook, I say Dobbins. So I kind of, yeah. So yeah, man.
But you said that school's not there no more, right?
No, Dobbins is still there.
Dobbins is
yeah, Dobbins Votech. That's where Hank Gathers went.
Okay.
Hank went there, and Boo Kimball. They were teammates.
Bo Kimball.
They went to Dobbins. But yeah, I think it's a great opportunity.
Now, Black Vision TV,
that's their platform.
.net.
.net, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're working on trying to, which is go syndication.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm praying on, because if that happens, then it's going to be a great opportunity. Financially and everything else too, it's going to be a great opportunity. But this is going to be good. 10 episodes going to be seen. People going to see that I got some acting chops. So yeah.
And that's the thing though. They snatched all our 90s sitcoms.
I know.
So, it's a beautiful thing that you get to, spark it back up.
You know what's crazy about it too, Tito, is the fact, and I wonder, maybe as a question, with all the streaming services now, you would think that more black comics or entertainers would get sitcom opportunities, but you're not seeing it. And I wonder what you guys think about that.
Well, once they took it from network, the whole thing with Fox had nothing going on. But then, the black shows saved these networks, and then they pushed it up so tough that y'all started getting football.
Yeah, we made Fox. Well, 11 Color made Fox, and then after that, was they the first one on Fox? I think.
Well,
it was Martin. Martin. Yeah, it was one. But you're right. I mean, but
the
that's
the WB, and all these. You had all these shows, so those shows don't go nowhere. You still making money off of.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is at the height of everything, you made so much money that you bought football.
But think about it now, though. It's so many, and I don't want to say this because it's going to sound, I don't want to make it sound bad. There's so many people trying to do comedy. There's only really so many comedians.
Right.
We're seasoned. Mm-hmm. But you would think someone from Hulu or Netflix could have 3 or 4 different shows on. Tubi kind of puts it on there. You can have 3 episodes that you shot and they'll throw it on there for you. Mm-hmm. But I just hope, I'm hoping they feel good about it. We had a press release that came out, mm-hmm. and it was in the wrap. So, and we're gonna have another one coming out. I think it's gonna be in Deadline this time. Is it Deadline?
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So hopefully, man, our sitcom will spark other people to go out there and say, hey, let's give these guys an opportunity.
Well, I think the key is you have the right team around you, so that's
man,
important.
That is, I want to thank you for saying that, man, because you know how you can, I don't want to use this because I'm not going to say this. I don't want to say haters, but you know how people will ask you the question like, Black Vision TV? Oh, I ain't never heard of Black Vision. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
Like my man. And I'm saying to myself, I would have fell in that trap, but I'm like, Bentley, he has a formula.
Right,
He's always gotten his stuff on there. Trent has done this thing. Trent's worked with Michael, Eddie Murphy. So all of these guys, so I'm like, I trust them. You know what I mean? And they both said to me, and even Kyle said, we appreciate you, what you're doing. So far, so good.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Fedorov.
Fed.
Philly.
But they hit you with that, Danny. You just say when you was born, you never heard of ABC, NBC, and CBS.
That's true.
You never heard of them.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Well, once you started watching it.
You know what I'm saying? When you're born, LD, and you got the first pacifier in your mouth, you knew nothing about these channels.
Well, we weren't watching TV. We just heard cartoons with no sound, no dialogue.
I'm talking about that birth.
But
this is a birth. This is a birth of something.
Yeah, and I think, but I really feel like it's going to. Shantae, I saw the first episode kind of put together and it would look good. Shantae said she saw the first and then first 2, and she was like, and she, if you know Shantae Wayne, she could be like judgmental on the work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it, But she was like, no, Dan, it really looks, and everybody does a good job. And what I really like about it is that we get along. I mean, because it's so easy. I can see how you can get on a show and Eagles can get involved because
the energy is good.
Right, the energy is good. The energy is real good.
Wow, guys, check it out. All right.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lou. I appreciate you.
T, you want to go ahead and read this our advice letter that came in? We having you guys. If you have some issues going on, we'd like for you to write us a letter, and we'll try to give you some feedback from the old heads, what you should do, what you should not do, and just different things. I mean, we had I don't know if you guys read one last week.
Yeah. Last week was interesting.
So, and Tito's gonna, because last time I tried to read one, I struggled a little bit. We're gonna slide it over to you.
Hey, OGs, I've been dating someone for about 6 months. Period. Everything is good, comma. But she keeps asking why I don't post my own post her on my social media. I explained to her that I'm a private person. I don't post my personal life much. She says, I'm serious about her. She says, if I'm serious about her, I would at least change my relationship status. I've never posted anyone I've dated. I don't want people in my business. Should I post at least one pic to get her off my back? Or should I keep my relationship private like I always have? ? I look forward to what y'all have to say. Thanks, Mr. Fillmore, Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you have any questions to the crew, DM us at In a Man's World. Mr. Fillmore in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a private person. He's been dating a woman for 6 months, and he wants to know, should he at least post one picture of her on his social media to let her know that he's serious? Daddy, what is your take on this love letter from Mr.
Fillmore? Do not post a picture of the woman you're dating. If she knows you like her and you do, and vice versa, she should be secured enough to know that, she doesn't need a validation by putting her picture on there. That's all that is. I believe it's like a control mechanism to make people know, oh, hands off. If you're solid about this woman and you really like her, don't post the picture, because what's happening after that, you are starting to do whatever she wants you to do. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean it has to be a negative, but stand your ground, tell her that you love her. People don't have to know your business. I think when people get to know your relationship status on social media, depending on your situation, it can be all bad.
Like, who really cares though?
Well, they care.
No. I'm just saying in the social media, I gotta be seen, I gotta be heard. Who really cares? I got you, LD. She does, because she wants to be on one, and then she want to have a goddamn photo shoot, and then she got 2,800 pictures on there, and then eventually your page turned into her page.
Yeah, but I think the people out there, they want their friends to see it. That's their way of communicating now. That's their way of saying, look at me.
I got a man.
This is what I'm doing. And my thing is, I agree with Dannon that, if you stand strong, women will follow. That's just the key.
I hear you, LD.
Women will follow. You just got to say, no, this is not what I'm doing. And if they don't and they leave, then boom, you learned a lesson.
And you got to remove a picture.
Right.
Because I think what happens is, and we've seen it, you got a girl, so someone, especially with us being in entertainment, goes up, hey, how you doing, Tita? Hey, it was good seeing you last week at your show. Now, all of a sudden, if she sees that, she's going to start asking questions. Oh, well, I just wonder who that is,
Let me cut you off for that part, Dan.
Okay.
It's not that she sees it. Somebody she knows sees it.
And then says, and then...
Because they already didn't like you anyway.
Right. That's
so
true.
why get involved with that shit?
Yeah. And like Lou said, why do you have to... Okay, we're married. And... we're dating. Yeah, we're dating. And... Before social media, you never went around and had to tell everybody that you had a girl. The only time you had to do it is if you was with your woman and another woman came up to you. The code was you introduce your woman. Hey, this is my girlfriend. This is my wife, Crystal, whatever. And then you can have a conversation with that lady. But social media has it now where you also got your own woman going in, on your social media, looking at other females and asking, who is this? And why is she always?
Oh, you got a new friend?
Yeah, why is she always liking your pictures? I mean, you can avoid all of that.
Yeah, and I think it's just a certain age. I mean, young people who are under 45, 40, that's what they do.
Right.
They're into social media. That's how they communicate with one another. That's how they communicate with themselves. It's just sometimes it's tough when a woman who's 50 and up tries to play that role and get into all that, and you just say, hold up, chill, hold up. That's not what we're doing.
That's what you said earlier, Lou, that older women think they have a standard that they have to adhere to. So it's not about the age. It's just the woman thing.
Yeah. I mean, and unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it's true. A lot of them just are weak mentally in that sense. And
I know dudes or women?
Men and women. A lot of people today's world is just, and it's hard to be consistent and consistently strong about your beliefs. you waver. You're on the fence because so many people might be attacking you, and everyone wants to be liked.
Yep.
And as a point to like, this is what I stand for.
Stand your ground.
And that's what it's interesting. Depending on your religion, like people don't go at Muslims because they know what they stand for.
Right.
This is my faith.
Right.
They don't quite. Christians, if you have to say you're a strong Christian. Wow. You never have to say I'm a strong, or you say I'm a practicing Muslim. You have, or
Can
like.
we back up? Because
Go ahead.
there's two different. There's Muslim and there's Muslim.
Okay.
So which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the ones who are. Well, I'm talking about both. And for what I know is that people generally don't challenge the people who are secular. Don't challenge the Muslims or the Muslims. They don't challenge that religion.
I just wanted you to make that.
Yeah, they don't challenge that. They don't. Secular people have a tendency to challenge.
They'll challenge the Christianity of it, and I'm not gonna get into the religious part, but they'll challenge it like you say. Well, man and woman man should be with woman. You know what I mean? They'll challenge that. You're right. They won't challenge what's in, I guess, the Quran. Correct? They won't
Islamic law and Sharia law.
Right. So, in terms of dating, it's even more challenging now because everybody kind of is leaning further and further from what you may feel as a Christian, or following, at least, even if you're not a practicing one, following those beliefs. You know what I mean? Hey, we hadn't sex before marriage. Okay, well, in the Bible it says you shouldn't. You know what I mean? So it's like all of those type of arguments, and I think.
Well, just like they have to adhere to a certain dress. It's just like you're not going to come half naked if I'm of a certain religion to meet my parents.
So let me ask you that question then. Do you think you have the right to tell your woman what she should and should not wear if it's something that you don't think is,
no, hopefully she loves and respects me enough to know that that's not what we're doing.
Wait a minute. What if you met her at Charlie's with a G-string on, $1 in her ass? How you gonna change that one?
That's the only place we going then.
And that's what I'm saying. You have to be consistent on who you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then they will follow. Just like if a woman is consistent with who she is, the man will follow.
The reason I don't like it is because you putting that man in danger. Every time you go out dressed in a certain way, it's bad enough dudes are going to try to holler at her, okay. Like my cousin, I remember this, never forget it. We were going through a club one time in Hackensack, New Jersey. And my cousin's a little older than me. He's with his wife, cute, bad. And so he's in front, she's in the middle, and I'm behind her. So they're walking, and the dude went and kind of grabbed her hand. Mm-hmm. And so me, I'm like, yo, what's up, man? And I'm going, my cousin, yo, no. Dan, don't do that. He said, look, my wife look good. So if he don't know that she's with me, that's how it is. You know what I mean? Now, after the fact, then it's on and cracking. Mm-hmm. But I think when a woman dresses too provocative, I think it's to the point where you're putting me in that position where we at a bar and somebody's drunk, a bunch of dudes, you know what I mean?
I gotta prove my love.
I gotta prove it, yeah. So, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not saying she got to go in a turtleneck, but I'm saying if you know how some of these women dress today, but then I don't know.
Why would you try to attract that woman? Because if it's attracted to you, it's attracted to 10,000
I mean, that's why I
others.
look at with your cousin. Some men are strong enough to say, hey, that's my woman. I know she ain't going nowhere. I'm good. Hey, man, you can go and holler at all you want. Some get jealous. Some act like, go out of the side, out of pocket, try to be a certain way and fight you and all that. But it's nothing like a confident woman and a confident man. Yeah. If a woman knows you're her man and she's confident, she's going to, hey, he can talk to everyone. I know he's coming home. There's some people like that. Or I'm not going, if that's what he wants and he does that, that's on him.
But then leading back to what our question was in terms of social media, I think that's a very good point there, because to me it's up to the woman to let the dude know I'm with him. Because I could be I could be staring, dudes is always scoping. I could be looking at people dancing, or I'm going to the bathroom. If a dude comes down, sits and gives her some conversation and she entertains that, if she didn't entertain it saying, I'm only talking to you, being cool, but my man is in the bathroom, then I'm not, especially if we just met. All right, that's the rhythm you want. Okay, you good. My man. I buy the drink and you do it.
It's a great Nancy Wilson song called I was telling him about you.
Wow.
Telling him about you.
Yes.
That's a Nancy Wilson song?
I was telling him about you.
I'm gonna look that
great
up.
Song. It's now time for the Poetess Report, where she gives us reports of the news or news of the report from her perspective and from the news. Talk to us, lady.
Hello.
Yeah, what do you want?
Is that your I'm with him voice?
Okay, so most of you probably already heard that Jasmine Crockett lost to James Tallarico. Dannon wanted to add that item to the news, so she was defeated by another Democrat. Dannon, what's your thoughts on that?
I wanted to talk about it because I was looking at it online, and a lot of black people, and including Jasmine Crockett, were blaming systemic racism. They was blaming racism. They blamed the Republicans. Then they were blaming some of the Democrats. But
there was some mishap, though.
Well, the only mishap was not
they sent people to the wrong, I think, precinct or something.
But let me explain that. It's not that they sent people to the wrong precinct. It's the fact that if you registered to vote, right, you could go to a certain area, like because you go there before, but that doesn't mean that's where you're supposed to vote this time.
The county or the district.
Right. So I went back and did some research.
Go on, Danny.
And I wanted to make sure, because I know people are going to look at it differently, but she didn't run a strong campaign. Okay. She only went hard in the hard areas of her main district in Dallas. So she won her district, but she only won her district, and it was she only had 58% of the vote. He had 39. For her to win, she would have had to get at least 70% of the vote in her district. Why? Because the rest of she lost every other county in except two or three in the whole state of Texas, and she lost the Latino vote. And I believe she lost the Latino vote when she said that they had, in the comment, that they had a slave mentality, and they got what they wanted. They got what they wanted when they voted, And then she came back and tried to change that, but it was too late by then. So a lot of the Latin people didn't vote for her. Also in Texas, when they had a election with this one guy, Colin Alred, when he lost to Cruz, 1.2 million black people didn't vote. So if you don't know, Texas has the largest black population in the country when it comes to voting. Yeah. And they're not going out and voting. And she also did not do a lot of the groundwork. So the groundwork was, they was talking about having, I never knew how important it was, but having signs in people's yards. Yeah. Like, marketing. So she didn't do that. He did a lot. He did more of that, and he had over 30,000 volunteers. So she didn't run a strong campaign. For the votes that she got, she might have had a chance to win, I believe, if she would have ran a stronger campaign. And no one never said nothing about her personality or attitude. But what they did say is that 60% of Texas is minorities. Yeah. So you would have thought that she would have won. You know what I mean? But this guy came off a little more polished, as they said, and that was one of the main reasons that.
Well,
she
it
went
could
on.
have been also that I can't honestly tell you, because I wasn't really following that that campaign. What issues she was standing on. A lot of times, and I really like Jasmine. A lot of times I just hear it's about Trump and what the Republicans are doing. And I think with the other guy, he stood more on some of the issues like child care, health care, like things that really matter to people. And this is just an observation on what I've read.
Right. No, you're right, because I have the notes on what you're saying. That's what I was going to say. That.
And maybe at some point, and I'm just speculating here, that Jasmine probably thought she already had it in the bag.
Well, the thing was, he ran on the same issues that the Democratic Party did, transgender, all of that type of stuff. The problem was that what POTUS said, she didn't come out with she didn't have really a platform. And after a while, I believe, just personally, you can't keep saying Trump bad, and that's going to win. Because, okay, we know he's bad, okay? Now, but what are you going to be able to do for us
What's good about you?
Right, what's good about what you're going to do for us as a community? So that was one of the things. And then one more thing, I know you probably got to call her. They even, when they made the allegation that they felt they was getting cheated, they allowed the Democratic Party to stay and the polls to stay open 2 hours more, but only for the Democrats, what I never heard of before. So if you were Democratic, you could still
Were
go.
they the only ones complaining though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they allowed that to happen, and it still didn't
Translate.
translate for votes for her.
Caller, do you want to play with cat, smoke weed, and translate?
I will not. What's up with your man? It's Kenneth from St. Louis, baby.
What up, Kenneth?
Yeah, what's happening, Ken?
What's going on, man? I'm trying to chime in on the topic. I think I came in on the tail end, but I think Porter, she kind of hit it on point. I'm kind of flow from there, but y'all can jump in. But, yeah, in this type of election cycle, man, you just can't blame it on Trump. Like, you really have to kind of expand your scope and really kind of, like, lay it out. I think in this climate, people just tired of Trump. Like, okay, we know it's Trump. What are you going to do? Like, how do we shift? How do we pivot?
Yeah, it's you want to go, Lou?
No, good point. Good point. I'm
Yeah, I
listening.
think it's a good point because what I did was, and I got all of these numbers I got and more, I got them from Roland Martin.
Is this Danny?
Yeah, well, who
Did
that?
my little donations make it where Speedy is gone and Danny is back? Hey, man, post the cash out. I'm going to put something else out there. Welcome back, Danny.
Man, thank you. Thank you back, St. Louis. I appreciate you, brother. But Speedy's still here. He
Yeah,
just ain't here
man.
tonight. But all of these numbers,
Speedy's on the road with Fox, by the way.
all of these numbers that I got, I wanted to make sure that people knew that these are numbers that I got under watching Roland Martin. So, for instance, her county was Dallas, right? That was her main county. She had 163,379 votes. Tarico had 110,577 votes. So she had 59% and he had 39. Well, if she could only win her county by what? Maybe, what's that? 61,
Hey, let me jump in.
61. Go ahead.
Let me say this. This is what people feel to realize. When you talk about you trying to turn those swing states outside of Dallas and Houston is red.
Right.
And people don't understand that. And we know historically those small areas have more impact for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Once again, to echo what Porter said, it's like you gotta. Everybody knows clear as day we're in the era of Trump, but you gotta come with a little bit more, baby.
But see, here's
Now she was doing good because she was in Houston. She was hitting all the high spots, but you got to build that momentum.
But here's the thing.
Early.
Here's
and
the
then,
thing.
And then hold on for the previous election. People just tired. Unfortunately, people don't show up. It's not a black thing. It's not. These people just tired.
Right.
These last election cycles just woo people out.
Yeah. But here's
my plane.
Yeah, but here's the issue though. What people don't want to accept. This wasn't Democrat against Republicans. This was Democrat against Democrat. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she lost. She lost the Latino vote, and so that was one of the biggest things that happened to her down there. So a lot of people are, saying with Trump, but it had nothing to do with Trump. This was the Democratic Party. This dude is a leftist. He believes in transgenders and situations in terms of with the kids. He believes in all of that. That's what he talks about. And so does she.
Well, look, hold on. Let me point this out about the Latino vote. I learned this through boxing. You got Mexicans, you got Puerto. You can't paint them people with a broad brush.
The same. Yep.
I stayed in Houston. I met people. They're from like certain parts of South America. They lean to the right. I had to tell a guy like, "Hey, man, for diplomatic reasons, I'm not trying to hear what you're saying. I get what you're coming from because this guy was here. He was on an expired visa. So that's why I'm like, slow down, Turbo.
Right.
You have to really get into those different makeup, just like with black people. All black people not the same.
Right. But
all Latin people not the same.
But if you keep beating people with, like Porter said and you said, if you keep beating people with the same concept, you know what I mean? The same narrative of Trump, what people are saying is, okay, this is Democrat against Democrat. What are you going to do that's going to be different than him? And I think what Lou? I don't know. Lou
Okay,
said,
let me say. Okay, I don't want to keep, but this is a good point. So one thing I've learned with the Democrats, you have a grassroots movement that's getting a whole lot of momentum, but then they try to come in and bring in their guy. I'm here in St. Louis. I've seen it happen a couple of different times. You got somebody that's on the grassroots level, like a Corey Bush, then they bring in another person, and you confuse the people. One thing about the Democrats, like I said, in the era of Trump, you would think they'd get together. But, they'll crash out.
On each other.
They'll undermine a grassroots movement that has a lot of traction. And you bring this person in here that nobody never heard of, and they'll tell these people, it's well documented, well, we want you to get on board with that person. The people don't know this person. Where did they come from?
Yeah.
You can't do that, man, especially in states. California is exception to the rule because it's a blue state.
Right.
New York is exception to the rules. Where you got these states where you got like your Detroits, Chicago's, Atlanta, Philadelphia, but you surrounded by red, you can't add to the confusion, man.
Yeah,
what I would like to see is that Jasmine.
Who's that talking in the back? I'm playing.
that she
Hilarious.
Supports Tallarico.
She said she was.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too.
Because at the end of the day, they have to defeat the Republicans back midterms. Mm-hmm. So I agree with you. The Democrats do need to be more unified.
Yeah.
And have another
have a platform,
another narrative.
Yeah, it's no platform outside of Trump back.
Because right now people are hurting. The prices are high. Gas is high. This is what people care about. We already know what's going on with the Trump administration and how foul they're doing over there. But at the end of the day, okay, now how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to get food for my family, etc.? So,
but here's one of the things I want to say though about what you said. You talk about
good
gas.
Thanks, caller. Thanks, caller.
Post the cash app in the chat, please.
Wait, hold up. Stay on, kid. I want to ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go, Tito. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, P.
What's up?
I want you to change that land my plane line.
Okay, you want me to pull over the Cutlass?
No, I want you to land your drone. Because when you landed your drone, nigga, you picked it back up.
Ain't that a bitch?
But it was good hearing from you, Ken.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, y'all.
But you know what, POTUS and Lewis and Tito, what you guys said also, which is important, is the Democratic Party at the end didn't actually support her. She had no major endorsements until late, and that was Cardi B and Kamala. Obama didn't come out and give her any endorsements. None of these big names endorsed her. So that's what she felt. If you saw on the news, she felt on YouTube like she was being kind of like, people think that the Democratic Party played her to get her out there to be that voice, and at the end was not going to allow her to be the one to represent them in the elections down there.
All right, moving on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was fired today by Donald Trump. He announced that he's replacing her with Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen to take over the role. The decision comes after a series of controversies surrounding her leadership, including intense scrutiny over the $220 million she used toward an advertising campaign that prominently featured her
on a horse.
On a horse by, what was that? By Mount Rushmore, and also the killings, especially of Preddy, the guy who they shot claiming that he had a weapon, and how she rushed to judgment saying that he was a terrorist without even having all the facts. So, bye. Any thoughts on that?
No, not for me. I mean, it is.
Well, yeah, which I'll say one thing on it. She also was accused of being in an affair with one of the people that she was in, and you're right about the Trump did not like how she handled. Go ahead.
Well, she said, okay, so she was under scrutiny over this $200 and something million for this advertising campaign.
Right.
She said that Trump approved it,
and it wasn't.
And he said that he didn't, but Trump lies, so we don't know if he approved it or not. But he denies that he approved it. And yeah, she was way over her head. She had no business being in that position in the first place. All right, crickets. So I'll just.
Well, I would say something, but it seemed like you were leaning a certain way, so I didn't want to.
Go ahead, say your point.
Well, here's the deal. How do we know that Trump was lying? Because in a position like for this situation here, because when you have the information, if you read it, because I saw it. It was $200 million for that, and she also he didn't like the fact that she was spending over $300 million for travel. See, I don't know if you saw that part. So it was more than just one thing that caused him to make a decision.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Okay.
Plus, the advertising, the money she was funneling to a company that had no address, that had no official business license. So she was. So somebody was getting the money.
Right. So
that
for you,
she shouldn't have been.
Right. So when you say that, that's the only right. Because I remember that. That's why I didn't want to say nothing first. But because of that, that's what I'm saying. That's why he probably didn't know the money was being spent, because the money was being funneled somewhere else.
Well, it's hard for me to sit here and say that he didn't know what he
exactly.
didn't know.
$200 million. Come on,
that he
come
didn't
on
lie.
now.
That's what he does.
Well,
come on.
I'm not saying he doesn't.
How is she gonna get $200 million? She just got a bank account, like
well,
she can just go in and spend this money with nobody's approval.
Well, it's the same thing was happening up in Minnesota. If you got fraud and you got somebody in position, if you got somebody in position,
Trump lies. I can't stand there and sit here and say he didn't know.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but we can't.
But that's his MO.
But you just said I'm not going to say that he does.
I don't know about it.
I thought we said we were going to cut people off. I thought we said that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I hear what you're saying about it, but you're saying that I'm not going to say he doesn't know, but he didn't know. That's the thing. We always give him the benefit that he might not know, but he's proven that he lies.
Okay. Do you think, let me ask you this question. We're not saying that he doesn't, but in this situation, you
yes,
guys.
in every situation,
okay,
he lies.
So, all right.
Only thing, every situation, in my belief,
okay.
he lies.
But if you say that, then there's no way to have a debate, because you're not looking at anything on the other side. And the thing,
but there's no
and the
other
thing about
side
it
with
is
him. He's a habitual liar.
Okay, well then there's no sense of debate.
Where has he not lied?
She asked me
but
why.
Tell me a place where he told the truth and didn't come out as a lie.
She asked me, in terms of this situation here, the reason that I'm thinking that he didn't know about it was because, one, of the $300 million that was being spent for travel. She's in this. This is a big position, so she has control of that. He doesn't know where all that money. And in terms of advertising,
so you're trying to say that none of the people that work for him.
I didn't say that.
What I'm saying is that you're saying that he didn't know about it.
So you're saying that he knew about the $200 million.
I'm saying that it came across his desk that he knew about it.
So he just fired
$300 million.
As much scrutiny as he get, you don't think she would come out and say, "Oh no, he didn't know," and have another receipts, a lot of receipts? I mean, you would, right?
Well, okay.
If you fire me and say that you didn't know, I'm going to come with receipts.
No, she can't.
I'm not defending him. I'm telling you, in this situation,
she can't come and say and say that he's lying, because she's gonna fall on her sword for him.
So
can I add this?
Because he just appointed her to someone else. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. He's known to just sign off on shit without even reading it. He's notorious for that.
So then would he have known?
People put things in front of him.
If the people in Congress are sitting there asking her questions.
With her point, if he's that's exactly, with your point, if you're known for signing off things, and you sign off things all the time, they said, Mr. President, can you sign off this? Just like Biden did. What makes you think that he could not have signed off on it and not known?
Because he knows.
And what makes you think he had to sign off on it?
My point is this. The people in Congress who were asking her questions knew about it. So that means there's a paper trail. So there's a paper trail. They're asking about everything that they had documented. You did this, you did
the
this.
paper trail doesn't mean that he knows, though, Lou. Well,
how could you be? But wait a minute. You're telling me this man is that ignorant? The president of the United States does not. What Congress already knows, they know, but it's not. He does. His people don't know.
What did POTUS just say?
But what I'm saying is,
I'm saying the
people in Congress who know.
I'm not. Look.
It's on paper.
He fired her.
Right.
Okay.
He demoted her to another job.
That job is, they said, next to nothing.
They put on the island.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, okay, so let's put it this way then. Either way, he fired her. Like you said, she was not good for that position. So what's the argument?
He was under pressure from other Republicans to fire her too. Because he was asking around, what do y'all think? Should I fire her? Should I? And
isn't that what you would do that with? That's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, I didn't say anything wrong with it, but I don't believe that he didn't know about $200 million.
You're saying that he's asking other people, hey, should I fire her? Well, you know about the plane stuff. He didn't know about that, so they had to give him reason. They had to give him reason about the plane, about the money, about the advertising. He had to know about, because he's asking, should I fire her?
Which means that they're telling him what happened.
So he knows about it.
But that doesn't mean he knew about it before it was happening, Luke.
Okay, next.
I don't understand what
I'm going to move on to the next story. Next story.
If I could chime in.
Tita, please.
Go ahead, Tita.
Y'all do not respect the rules. It's ridiculous.
Man, go ahead. Your point.
Y'all act like government is McDonald's. Who took all these goddamn hamburger patties home? The manager might know, but the owner don't know until I get a report. It's the government. We talk about rounding off to the nearest trillion. $40 trillion in debt. $200 million? That's a part of the plan. She didn't pay somebody off, and they told on her. Then they get back to him. Then they get back to the cabinet. Then they get back to Congress. Then they get the paperwork after the fact. They didn't catch her before she got on the plane. You got to know how to move money around. This is how it's done.
We just have to disagree. It's just no way. He should know.
I'm not trying to change your opinion. Know. You have your opinion. But I'm saying is stop arguing each other's opinion. Let him say what he needs to say, and you just say what you need to say. Let her say what she needs to say.
I didn't say they couldn't say it. I just said mine.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying,
but I'm saying we don't need you to be the mediator and say, well, let her say what he said. No, I said what I said. So you said what you said. He said what he said.
But you cut him off. She cut him off.
I'm making a point. So that's my point. I made a point. So I made my point. He said what he said. He said his point. I said my point.
Oh, y'all going back and forth.
All right, next story.
And just like, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Let's keep it moving. All right, my last story. Black teens lead in AI use for schoolwork, a Pew study shows. According to a Pew survey, Black teenagers are using artificial intelligence tools for schoolwork at a significantly higher rate than their white peers. Reportedly, researchers surveyed nearly 1,450 teens aged 13 to 17 during the fall to examine how To examine how AI is influencing homework, research, and study habits. Overall, AI is used amongst teens. AI use amongst teens have grown tremendously over the last year. So I don't know if they are accusing black kids of cheating. I don't know. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's across the board. So I think white kids, black kids, students, people, adults, everybody's using AI or that chat thing to help them write, to help them figure things out, because that's the first thing people say. If you have an issue, go to chat.
I don't know, but they're saying that black students also rated AI chatbots as extremely or very helpful, at least twice the rate of white teens.
They're supposed to say that.
Yeah, that's not a negative, is it?
I
mean, that's what AI is for.
It just depends what they're using it for.
But how are you reading it?
No, I'm not saying that they're using it in a way that they're cheating, but it's easy to use Chat GPT, and like Lewis said, that's across the board. I don't know if that's more so black kids. I think everybody that's using it is using it, might be using it in a way that's,
Well, how did they come up with the figure that black kids then that you read?
Well, it's a survey. They surveyed
1,450
people.
I know, but so I'm saying, so then I don't think you can make it look bad on black kids, because the survey obviously must have been with black kids.
Well, this one executive director of a nonprofit called EduColor says he sees these differences as reflective of broader educational inequities, like white kids are basically, they can afford to get a tutor versus black kids got to probably use ChatGPT or search Google.
I'd rather use Google. I mean, it seems like it'd be more.
So here's
better
the
than
thing, right?
Yeah.
When it's time to downgrade us, you know the name and who they are, right? So if you're using these things for higher education in these universities, it's all European. What do they know? What do they know?
And my question would be, why would you create it if you didn't want people to use it?
Thank you.
Well, you know, now they have where if you use ChatGPT to write, let's say, an essay, they know how to detect whether you used ChatGPT. They got another app you can
tell you, right.
cut and paste into, and it'll tell you if it's AI generated.
Well, they got that now. They're using that now in Hollywood because they're trying to decipher if this person wrote the script or not. So that's the new big thing right now.
All right.
Because a lot of people are using this AI to write scripts.
All right, one more thing before I go. I watched The Bluff. Did you see that, Lou?
No.
It's a new action adventure film starring Priyanka Chopra. I hope I said her name right. The story follows a former pirate, which is Priyanka. She goes by Ursel in the movie, who was was living a quiet life until she used to be a pirate. So she stole the gold and moved to an island and started a family. And then the person she stole the gold from, him and his other pirates came to hunt her down. And she was a total badass. And it was really good. It was actually, I don't want to give away too much.
Well, we know now.
It's on, it's on, I didn't give away the story though. So it's on Prime. It is definitely worth watching if you like action flicks.
Okay.
Well, check out Cop Shop. That was on Netflix. That was really good.
What's that about?
It's about a female black cop.
Anybody watch The Pit?
Code 3.
No, it's good. Pit. I hear The Pit is really good.
It was, and I'm just giving a shout out to Ernest Harden, who had a major role in it. They just killed him off, but big shout out to Ernest Harden. He was a real important figure for like the first 2 years of the show.
What city is it set in?
The Pit? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great question.
Philadelphia, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay. The Berg.
Yeah. And that's the Poetess Report. And now for Tina.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
When you just talk about practice, we sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
I wish one of your guys had children so I could kick them in the fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
You won't do shit with that.
Come on, we look like the damn Bad News Bears.
Twitter Sports ticker. Before 1988, you could be drafted or traded, signed with another team after your contract was up. However, was not wide open option as it is today. Even if your team was willing to let you go, they had to receive compensation. In short, if you were good, chances were you weren't going anywhere. In 1988, the first unrestricted free agent. In 1988, who would be the first unrestricted free agent in NBA basketball?
Was not Bird.
At 12:01 a.m. on Friday, July 1st, 1988, a phone rang in Los Angeles. On the line was assistant coach Paul Westphal. Phoenix chose to call this guy and let him know that we need you to make a move. The year before they had played.
Larry Nance?
The year before they had played against the Suns after they had gotten Kevin Johnson, Mark West, Tyrone Corbin.
Who? That was Tyrone Corbin?
He was 6'10".
Well, that's why I said Atlanta. I thought
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Not Sean. Oh, the white boy.
Come on now, Daniel.
Tom Chambers.
Tom Chambers. You know that, LD?
No, I didn't.
Tom Chambers was the first unrestricted free agent in basketball.
And a good ball player. Should be in the Hall of Fame.
He was a starter in the 87 NBA All-Star team. He averaged 20.6 rebounds and 2 assists at his MVP performance in the All-Star game in 87. If you look at the highlights, he's the one who dunked on Mark Jackson with 2 knees in his chest.
Yeah, I mean, he just kept going up.
Like I say, it's only 2. Larry Bird and Tom Chambers. Them was the 2 rawest ones out there on the court. So,
better than what's the one? How you pronounce his name? Detlef Shrimp?
Detlef Shrimp.
Yeah.
He's German.
Yeah.
He was German. Detlef was a bad boy, 6'10", out of Washington. He was a bad boy too.
And what about the boy that died in the car accident? That was good.
He was from overseas, Drazen Petrovic.
They said he was the real deal.
Oh, he gave Jordan hell.
Gave Jordan hell.
They say he
with the Nets.
Yeah, and he joked, "Give me the ball, DC. Give me the ball."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Drazen he died tragically in a car accident.
Yep.
And NBA, you guys watching it? I know your Phillies, no energy.
I don't know nobody, man. I'm sorry.
Did you go to the game when they played the Lakers?
No. Yeah, I did.
Out here?
Yeah, Lou and I went. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was cool.
Do you know any Sixers? Do you follow the Sixers?
No, Macy, yes, about that. But no,
Macy,
I don't
know none of the players.
Huh?
And I only follow the Lakers because of LeBron.
Yeah, they're trying to get LeBron hell, but they've been balling.
Yeah, I know people hate LeBron, man. I don't understand it, but I like Bron. That's my man.
It's because LeBron's outplayed the narrative where we'll tell a story about, when LeBron used to do this and LeBron couldn't do this and he's still playing.
You know why I think they don't like LeBron? Because LeBron showed the league and the people that came under him how they should go about running their career. Not signing long contracts, 5-year contracts, opt out in 3. And people were willing to control their own destiny. And I think that the media held that against them.
Because he fired them and put his boys in position.
I think, and ever since then, ever since LeBron got made all his partners run the corporation, the first thing ESPN said, I saw that show, well, he'll never make the money that he's supposed to make. And he did. And then Stephen A. Smith was the one, to me, that just threw him, when hit with, Skip was the one going at him all the time. But it was the year they had the strike season. Remember the year and LeBron said, he was jokingly saying, he said, man, I just go play football. Remember because they said he played football? And Stephen A. Smith goes, and you can look on YouTube, it's all there, and he goes, I try to defend him, Skip, for all these years, but after that, he pretty much made a career off of LeBron James. And I hate it. I hate what he did to LeBron. To me, to see a black man do nothing wrong the whole time for 22 years. And, and LeBron never went off him. And one of my partners has I won't say what his wife does, but anyway, one of my partners, family member deals with him. And so I went to him one time, I said, Mike, man, why don't Bron never say nothing to these dudes? And he's like, man, Bron too big for this, man. He ain't got time to be going back and forth. But when they talked about his son, that was the trigger. And Stephen A. Smith knew it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How do you guys feel about Stephen A. Smith?
I don't have a feeling about him. Stephen A. Smith.
You've never thought about nothing he said?
Nope.
As a basketball coach, you've never thought anything, Lou, about what Stephen A. Smith said?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
That's interesting.
Don't.
I'll say this.
What about you, Tita?
When he shot this commercial with him.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Downtown, right? So I opened the door. I was like, hey, what's up? Come on in. Give him the breakdown of the sketches Fox is doing, Cleveland A. Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Bit and everything, right? So we sit on the couch, we just chopping it up. And I was like, that video where you was shooting ball with James Harden, what happened? Oh, I had a long flight and, I said, look, I said, you don't think ball players go through that same thing? and you're not even a ball player, but you had a long flight. You didn't make not one shot. So for you to sit here and criticize these dudes, and you can't even make one shot, and you only have one long flight. They got a long flight goddamn every goddamn day.
Game. And I'm assuming after that, he never talked to you again.
No, we talk, but, it's just, hoop, man, is like, you just got to be on. And LeBron, for playing so long with not too many injuries, and to still be out there, these dudes is giving it their all. Some nights is good, some nights is bad. But for you to just sit there in the chair and go, oh, he should have did this, and I don't like,
I just can't figure it out. But I know we ain't gonna harp on it, but I just want to say one thing. This is what I feel why I'm disappointed in the older stars, like Barkley, God rest his soul, Kobe, Magic, and Jordan. When LeBron made that switch, in my eyes, if one of them would have just said, look, we wouldn't have done it, but I understand why he did, he wouldn't have gotten all this hell. Because when we came up, it wasn't an emphasis on championships. If Patrick Ewing, there's nobody that would never say Patrick Ewing wasn't a great player because he didn't win a ring. There was going to be nobody in our era that said that Barkley or Malone or Stockton wasn't a great player because they didn't win a ring. When they put the emphasis on rings, that's when they started putting, this pressure on these dudes. You're not going to be considered great without a ring. And nobody was going to Cleveland. So I feel like if Jordan and them would have just said, yo, I wouldn't have done it. First of all, they couldn't do it back then. They couldn't leave the way they lived. Scotty signed a 7-year deal. Hated it. But they made him sign a 7-year deal in Chicago. Not made him, but he signed it. So my thing is, look, that's why I think they don't like LeBron. LeBron is like a Mayweather to me. He controlled his own destiny, and they didn't like it.
With social media.
Yeah, and I just think that they should have, one of them big dudes could have just said, look, I wouldn't have done it, but look, I understand why he did it. Because it was about getting rings. No one thought he was great until he got a ring. And then we went back to Cleveland. You would have thought that he got a ring. I mean, that would be the
After
point.
After that debacle that the owner put him through.
And not only that, when he left Cleveland, they got the first round pick 3 years in a row, including Kyrie, and never still made the playoffs. He goes back to Cleveland, take them to the championship. They lose the first year and win it the second year. So my thing is, like, I feel like LeBron has gotten a bad rap. And I'm, especially for all these people I had to talk about pro-black and all that. Here's a black man that did it, learned, beat the system, and a lot of these dudes left him out there to dry. That's what I feel.
And as a family.
And married a black woman. Kids ain't in no trouble. I mean, it is what it is.
To your point, Dan, about Patrick Ewing, John Stockton, Charles Barkley. When you cheering for your own team, I don't care that they don't have no ring.
It's true.
You know what
True.
I mean? I always like LeBron, but when it came to the Lakers, you better not say nothing bad about him. That's just
and
how
people
it goes.
and I love Magic. We all know Magic. Personally, we all know Magic. But when Magic came out of college, he did go with the number one scorer in the world. He did go with Bob McAdoo was there. He did go there when Mick Kupchak was there. He did go there when Jamal Wilkes was there. He was the missing piece that really. But Norm Nixon, he went there with ballers. Bob McAdoo was there. So you ain't gonna leave, and then a year later you get that boy from North Carolina,
James
Worthy. I mean, so I'm saying I hate how they treat LeBron, and I had a chance to talk to LeBron, and I was freaking so damn starstruck. I didn't get a chance to ask him that question, but if I ever get a chance to talk to him one-on-one, I'm gonna say, how do you feel about that? Because I think it's a shame what these guys have done to him. And
but here's the point to what you're making, Danny. Back then, they wasn't making the kind of money that they're making now.
Right.
So it was like, this is my franchise. When you're the man on your franchise, you're gonna always feel that way. I would never go play with them to do this. But that's a new generation coming in. Because Michael Jordan, he put it on the main stage. So anything after that, okay, I'm gonna go play with my boys. Because they came up on the whole AAU.
Yeah, that's true too, the AAU.
So, between us three, look, next year we all going to Orlando and we gonna hoop, break. Nobody got to know what our plan is.
But look what each one had too. Each team, Boston, Chicago, and LA. Guess what they all had that LeBron never had? A coach and a GM.
Yeah.
LA had a hellified GM and the coach when they had West. Chicago had Jerry Krause, who put that squad together. And Boston, Bird came in. Look who he had. What he had? McHale and I don't know. I think he was there before McHale, but Paris was there. They want to get. and DJ.
Red Auerbach was the owner.
Yeah. So I don't understand. And I'm gonna tell you this. It bothers me that black people go at LeBron. We are getting him more than anybody, and I just can't. LeBron, LeBrick. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Okay, help you understand it is when you're that great, people can't see you doing great things.
Or they want to knock you down.
They can't. No, they can't see it. They can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't see it for some odd reason. They just can't see it. You're like, you don't appreciate the game this dude is displaying at this age. Nigga, you still got to go ice down when you leave the goddamn YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club.
One last point. Look what Stephen A. Smith said about LeBron when Leonard came here. Kawhi when he came. Oh, we know who talented is now. When they saw a couple posters around town. Kawhi, no disrespect, he ain't did nothing with the Clippers.
Kawhi is a beast.
He's a ball, but he's been injured the bulk of the time.
Load management.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, Lou just cut us off. I'm sorry, bro.
No.
You gotta roll your eyes, man.
Just go ahead and finish your LeBron.
I'm finished.
Now I'm gonna give you one, Lou. We're talking about names in boxing, monikers in boxing. You got Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray. And I'm gonna give you one, Lou. See if you can get this one correct. I'll give you two. Big Daddy, heavyweight champion with big power. Who did they call Big Daddy?
The only person I think of is George Foreman.
Riddick Bowe. Abracadabra. He beat Roy Jones Jr.
I'm not a big boxing guy. My dad is, but I'm not.
Tarver. Antonio Tarver. And that's Cheetah Sports Ticker.
Thanks for the enthusiasm, Lou, on the sports.
No, I was just letting y'all go. Y'all were no sense in interrupting the whole thing about LeBron.
Okay.
You supposed to come with your Philly. And Dr. J said,
I think you being a coach, you would have to store how you would feel about knowing a player was treated like that, being a coach. But
he's getting paid to be treated like that. He's a billionaire, right? Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, PhD. Shirley Ann Jackson, PhD, was one of the first African-American women to receive a doctorate in physics in the U.S. While working at Bell Laboratories, Dr. Jackson utilized her extensive knowledge of theoretical physics to foster breakthrough in telecommunications research. Her research led to inventions such as the portable fax machine, the touch-tone telephone, solar cells, fiber optic cables, caller ID, and call waiting. Woman's history. Salute to Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson,
PhD. Now, why ChatBT don't tell us about that? And they say, no. You got to program it.
Hey, so listen, I'm Louis Dix.
Dannon Green.
Teeter.
Jeff is still going to be late. Thank you all. Please donate if you can. Thanks for listening. See you next week. And don't forget, guys, at Black Vision TV. What's the name of the show?
Thank you so much. Barbershop Larry.
Barbershop Larry. Check it out. Dannon's new show. Make sure you guys watch it. March 18th. Make sure you go see it.
All right. Before we go, I do want to thank the few people who donated this week. Thank you so much to, hang on one second. Okay. We have, thank you to M. Willie. Thank you so much. To Robert Rivers. Hold on. Let's put a little music on there with us. There we go. To Retired Player, thank you so much. And to our girl, Jackie, thank you for donating. And to Kenneth L. Chambers, thank you all for donating to In a Man's World. And we'll see you guys next week.